What's up, guys? Welcome to MLG's Weekly Warfare. I'm Chris Puckett.
And I'm GoldenBoy.
And we are back to commentate more awesome Call of Duty action. We're playing Modern Warfare 3 tonight. Are you pumped up?
I'm pumped up. Always pumped up, man.
Now we got Team Fear competing tonight.
Team Fear, good friends of mine.
They're going to be facing off against BR.
Okay, BR.
And then after that, that's our semifinals match. And then after that, we'll be showing you the finals. It's going to be pretty good stuff. So 2 matches tonight, doubling the coverage from last week. We got some great positive feedback from all of you, so thank you guys for submitting that. We'll be taking your suggestions and improving the show as we go. This is episode number 2, and if you guys watched the first one, you know what's about to go down right now. It's news time, and we're starting it off with the first news. Robert Bowling from Infinity Ward teases the new downloadable content. Yeah. Park is going to be the new map.
It looks like it's taking well, actually, not that it looked like it's taking. It actually is Central Park. It's one of the fountains and I think a bridge or something like that. The picture he teased looks pretty cool. You can see the image up right now on the stream. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's going to be fun to play in Central Park, I think. A lot of mixed results on it. I've heard some people like it, some don't. Just wait till Don't try it till don't knock it till you try it.
And if you're not a New Yorker, no, Central Park is not that dirty.
Yeah,
there's no signs, no Humvees.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on here.
Yeah.
Great. DLC. We're all going to download that most likely.
Probably, more than likely.
Play it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe 2 days.
And then go back to Arcaden.
Yeah, Arcaden, Dome. Just go back to the usual map layout, right?
Well, we don't have much time here tonight. I need to go catch a bus to go see my family for Christmas.
How dare you.
So let's roll through these news items. We got Deserto releasing new Modern Warfare 3 settings. For those of us out there who don't know who Deserto is, GoldenBoy, can you break it down and tell us a little bit about what's going on?
With pleasure. In any case, Deserto is basically a European community. Mainly what they do is they create the rules that everyone uses for the competitive audience over there in the EU. And they've released 3 versions of their settings so far. This will be the 3rd version. And they actually did a few changes. One of the most notable changes, though, is the ban of the Type 95. But they removed hard hat CTF, lockdown domination, dome domination, extended magazines, and all LMGs. Deserto has a tendency to ban a lot of things. I mean, I'm kind of like back and forth on it, but Puckett, I mean, is that something that sound like something you would like to play?
I would try it out. I rock the Type 95, so
it's like my weapon.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm down for this. I don't understand the light machine guns. The total removal of that, the guns.
I think it's just their logic is if it's not going to be used, might as well just get rid of it altogether.
That's stupid logic, Deserto. Just saying. If no one wants to use it, don't remove it. Anyway, new map rotation for the best of 5. They go CTF, Domination, CTF, Search and Destroy, and CTF. And speaking of those game types, tonight, we will not only be featuring Search and Destroy once again, we're also going to be seeing some CTF.
That's right, some CTF, and we're also going to be seeing some kill streaks.
That's right. Killer KC, our game type tester here at MLG, he wanted to do some special tweaks. So this week we will be showcasing CTF and Search and Destroy featuring kill streaks for the first time. Not super popular amongst the hardcore community, but it was a test to see how it plays out in a competitive setting and if it's going to help us draw in some of the more casual gamers out there. So that's later to come, but let's keep going on here with the news. We got a team change rumor. Tell me, Optic Nation?
Yeah, well, basically, since IXI fell apart pretty much, you had Assassin wasn't playing unfortunately enough for Rambo, and I think Twiz is just a pretty loyal teammate, so he was sticking with Assassin, and then Scump went back to Leverage, so ultimately that left Assassin and Twiz teamless, and in that hunt Fizzard was teamless as well, so they were like, forget it, we'll just bring back the old gang. But since John is pretty loyal to Moho and he's sticking with Fear, they sought out another teammate, and that teammate was Nadeshot, making the second Optic squad once again, Optic Nation.
Yeah, Nadeshot sends me some tweets. What's up, MLG? He seems to be pretty pumped up.
Yeah, he's pumped about the team. I actually spoke with Assassin today about it, and he seems pretty energized about it, I'd say. I think that him teaming up with his own teammates, with his older teammates, is a good start for anything. So I think that this team could do work. Let's just see if they stick together. I think that Nadeshot's a great player. but I think he also needs that support as well.
Right.
And I think Assassin will definitely provide that. But if not Twiz, as Twiz he's a very, very tactical player. So I think Twiz will definitely add a lot to it. The Black Horse now one for me personally is Fizzer because he lives all the way out in LA and his connection does play a factor into their practicing.
And do you realistically seeing a team change occurring just because of the latency issues caused by having a teammate on the West Coast?
Not necessarily, because if you look at it, Fear stuck together throughout, so I don't see that being a big deal. I can see it being annoying, though.
Okay.
So that's something that I could definitely see, Fizzer probably complaining about it, saying like, oh, my connection. I can only imagine. But if Fizzer can negate the complaining and, the team can kind of just work together to help him get through it, I mean, the team's going to have to mature together. Let's just hope that that's something that they do.
Got it. Well, let's move on to the final section here in our news portion of the show. We should kind of recap what happened this weekend. There's lots of matches going down.
That's right.
All over the place. Let's start off with Gamecast, the 4v4.
That's right. Gamecast had a 4v4 tournament. It was actually pretty good. Holiday Doc was casting the event. I saw a lot of great matches on that stream, but ultimately it came down to two teams. Extravagant, which is not with Assassin. So some people are going to look at the roster and say, but there's an Assassin on there. It's actually NK Assassin with a 5 instead of a 1. They've been talking about a little team change action there. And then Obey, which is Juggernometry, Breezy, and Crump. And to recap, Extravagant was Rambo Assassin with a 5, not with a 1, not Fear Assassin, as he's more popularly known, Apathy, and Too Quick. So good matches.
Now, I have to say, I actually tuned into the VOD of this event, and Too Quick was the player to watch during that series.
Too Quick is an animal. And I'm going to tell you this. Too Quick was amazing in Black Ops 2. So he's a good player, very consistent. This team is scary with Too Quick on it. That much is a fact.
All right, well, we'll keep our eye on Too Quick this season. Let's talk about some of the other teams here. Obey finishing second place.
That's right.
Got a chance to watch those guys play a scrimmage for KC yesterday against Fear.
Yeah.
Very, very good team. Look for big things out of them. And then FaZe finished in third place for that event.
That's right.
But let's talk about another tournament that happened this weekend.
Ooh.
GoldenBoy, what's the Golden Invitational?
Oh, yes. This is my thing. I just want to talk about this real quick. So it started off as a little idea. I said, you know what? I want to commentate some matches. This was right after Providence, and from there, some community members came out to me. They were like, "Let's do it." And as time went on, this thing escalated, got bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're at the Golden Invitational 5, which was a 32-team tournament hosted by Cybersports Network. Those guys were amazing and helped me out with that. I commentated the entire thing by myself, which I like doing since it's my event, but thank you to everyone who offered to commentate along with me. But in that event, we had 32 teams, but only and I'm just gonna say this real quick. Our first and second place teams, Young Guns and Obey, very, very good squads, excuse me. But I have to give a shout out to the third and fourth place teams, Active Threat and Redemption, because those dudes put on a show and could have easily been first and second. Just want to say, and Redemption is a AM team, and they definitely proved it at that event. But in any case, it's about the first place and second place team, Young Guns and Obey. Obey, once again, in the top two. Very, very consistent team.
Consistently finishing second. What's going on, Obey?
Hey,
step your game up, bro.
Just got to get over that hurdle.
So close. So close.
Yeah, they just need to get over that hurdle. Both of these teams had a very sloppy CTF game. I'm not going to lie. Their CTF game was very sloppy, but their S&D game was on point. In my format, the format I run in the Invitationals is S&D, CTF, S&D, CTF, S&D.
Which is what we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I prefer S&D over CTF just because there's more maps in S&D than there are in CTF that are viable, in my personal opinion. But these are my settings, not anyone else's settings.
All right, well, we are getting the signal from our producer that we need to move along the show. That means we're going to a commercial break. When we come back, Fear takes on BR. Stay tuned.